All right, guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. I'm John. Slay the Spire 2. We haven't done a couple of the characters yet. I don't think we did Ironclad. So what I did was I started an Ironclad one. We didn't actually start it. I just clicked on the beginning thing and got our beginning. We got Solar Crucible. The first 3 card rewards are upgraded. The first treasure chest is empty. So what I want to do here, if I remember right with the Ironclad, is I want to, I kind of want to do a body slam deck. You guys remember that? So we need an alternate way of doing it. So we're going to probably have to do that, just like as we're going along, so that um, just to see what we get, because the Ironclad is um, like a like a basic Joe character. There's doesn't seem to be a lot going on. It's pretty much all like strength and just brute force. So we'll see what we get with our opening cards to see how our deck's going to go, but we'll give it a go. All right, so since we are going to give this a go, we should probably look to see which path we want to go. I do like question marks a lot. I mean, it sucks when they're mobs, but it's all right. We're going to fight the deer at the end of this one. Right, so it looks like there's a merchant here on the left. There's a merchant in the middle too, but there's these question marks that are awful nice. And then one elite here. I say we do that, and then we'll go all the way back around here. So we'll hit one merchant in this one, unless some of these question marks are merchants. So we'll go here, backtracking down. We hit 3 bonfires, the elite, 3 bonfires and elite. Yeah. So let's do it. I turn off the shake screen thing and stuff, and I turn on fast motion, so things will go pretty quickly. Keep it going, except for our explanation of what we're doing. He's going to hit me for 12, so I'm going to defend for that, and I'm going to bash him because that gives him a vulnerability, actually 2 vulnerabilities, which will go into next turn. He's going to do 7 damage to me, but that's fine. So we'll strike. The strikes are worth 9 because of the vulnerability. And then we'll block with 5 and we'll take 1 damage. That's not bad. We're at 72 of 80 hit points, and we gain 6 hit points back at the end of our round here. So since he's going to buff himself, we're going to bash strike. Bash strike does a total of 17 damage because of the vulnerability. So he's going to do 8 and then 2 vulnerability, and then that raises the vulnerability of that one to 9, or the attack to 9. Hence 8 and 9 is 17. There you go. So he's only 1 hit away from dying, this nibbit. So we'll just kill him with the strike. Let's see what we get. Shrug it off. Shrug it off plus. Well, obviously the first 3 ones are upgraded, so we'll take shrug it off. For sure. We're going to need 4 shrugs it off in order for this to be ideal. I doubt it's going to happen. He's going to buff me, or anti-buff me. What's it called? I don't know. Whatever. He's going to cast Beetlejuice, I think. So we'll strike, which is all we can do. He's not going to do any damage to me. By the way, guys, I hope you're having a good day. I got a new desk. I'll show you the new desk. It took all fucking day to get everything together with it, but did it. Got everything back up and running again with this recording shit. All right, he's going to do 7 damage to me, so I'll defend, and then actually we should have shrugged it off. We should have shrugged it off because we get a card. We're not going to, but we should have done that. Strike. Plus, we would have not taken 2 damage right there either. He's going to do a total of 13 damage to me, and remember, bash strike is a total of 17 damage, so I don't want to do that. So we're going to defend, and then strike once. Incidentally, since we're Beetlejuiced, we do 30% less damage. See that? So we wouldn't have done 17. We would have done way less. I don't know how much less, Now we'll shrug it off, and we'll strike. Since these only do 4 damage now instead of 6 because we're shrunk. Yes, yes. Now we're still shrunk, so all right, he's gonna die. He only has 6 hit points. We're gonna get 4 for each of these strikes. Pass this dude, no problem. When we get Evil Eye, Evil Eye Plus is great because it's 11 block. So that's like our fill-in if we don't get the block card that we really want, which is Shrug It Off. So Evil Eye is actually pretty good. Really good. Evil Eye Plus. Okay. So we are in a cheese factory, and we can either choose 2 of 8 random common cards, which we hope to have a body slam in there and a shake it off. Shrug it off. Sorry, not shake it off. That's the Taylor Swift song, right? Anyway. Or we can lose 14 hit points and get Chosen Cheese. Chosen Cheese gives you 1 max hit point after every combat. Which early on, we're getting it's really early, so this is feasible. However, I'm not going to do it because we need some more cards. And this is good. It didn't start out good, but we want a Tremble, and we want this Anger, and we want a Shrug It Off. We're going to take Shrug It Off and an Anger. That's what we're taking, and we're sticking to it. Gain 5 max hit points, or transform 2 cards. I have almost never had transform work in my favor. No, almost never has transform really worked for me. So there's that. Gain 5 max hit points. And our only merchant. Armaments is a blocker, but it also upgrades a card in my hand. But it's 5 block. It's not that great. We need more block. Since we did get a Shrug It Off and an Evil Eye, we can get rid of one of these defends. Actually, we got 2 Shrugs It Off, right? Wait. Yeah, we have 2. 2 Shrugs It Off and an Evil Eye, so we can get rid of a defend. We can probably get rid of 2 more defends too, which match up the blocks that you get with the blocks that are there. Right? Okay. And then add 1 at the end. Okay, so we're good. We're only at 46 gold, so that's fine. We still don't have our bread and butter card, which is Body Slam. But we got Anger, which is really good. Because this is really good. Choose an attack to add Sharp 2. We added to Anger, so Anger will now deal 8 damage. And Anger hasn't been upgraded either, by the way. Obtain the Sword of Stone. So since we're playing this character, the Sword of Stone is mildly attractive. It's almost never attractive for me because you need to get to somewhere in the next act with a card in your hand that you can't use. However, when you get to the end, you gain 3 strength permanently, which is great, especially if you're playing this character, which is based on strength pretty much solely. We're not going to do it. We're going to take 101 gold, lose 7 hit points. And now we'll fight the elite. And by the way, since we got to an elite, before the Crucible was maxed out, whatever the elite drops is going to be upgraded too. So this is kind of an asshole elite. He's going to split into 4 other dudes after we kill him, which sucks. We'll bash him, we'll anger him, and we'll strike him. Because anger doesn't cost anything, and anger duplicates itself every time you use it. So that could get you into trouble if you have more than 1 anger card in your deck. So I suggest just 1. I have done that before, and yeah, it wasn't a very good idea. My deck was full of anger. Like, I had 30 cards before I knew it. Okay. So he's going to do 16 damage to me. We are going to Shrug It Off, because that gives us a card. That's not enough yet. So we're going to Shrug It Off again. I hope we get a 0-cost card. And we didn't. So we're just going to strike. Fine. He doesn't do any damage to me, and now he's going to give me some more of these infections, which, by the way, do 3 damage to me at the end of every turn, and I can't get rid of it. So we'll shrug it off, because he's not going to do any damage to me, but that infection will, and if I have some block up, it'll take it. And then we're just going to strike, and anger. He's down to 3. We kind of want to end this run with the big blob dude. We want to end it when we have more moves to make. Because the 4 dudes are going to come in, and they're going to be stunned. And so we have an advantage right there. We can attack them if we have any more energy, which we do. We will, anyway. Okay, so we have not a lot, actually. We're going to have to shrug it off because I don't have any way of drawing cards up here. Oh, yeah, I do. I have this one. Okay, we're going to draw 2 cards. And we got an infection, but we also got an anger. Okay, so the anger deals 8 damage. The strike deals 6. We'll waste the last strike on him. The 4 dudes come in, which evidently are inside of that big blobby thing. Wait, I'm not moving far enough. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. I got a new mount for my mic too, but it's not that great. I should have kept the other one, but it was kind of like a big elbow thing, and I kind of wanted a low profile one, but this one doesn't come far enough out. Either that or I'm gonna have to put a little extender on the end of it or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. All right. So we have these guys, 18, 21, 17, 19. So right now we really wish we had an Omni Slice or some way to deal AoE damage, but we don't. So we have Anger. Let's pick on the one with the least hit points, 18, 17. We have a Bash, which won't kill him. Let's shrug it off to get another card. Okay, we got a Strike, which is nice. And now I guess I should have bashed him, but it doesn't matter because it's still he would still be alive. Bash does 8 damage. We're gonna defend and we don't have to, but whatever. Oh, we do have to in order to not take damage from that fucking infection. Okay, so the anger does 8 damage, so we'll waste this on this dude. He's gonna do 6 damage to me, so we'll anger him. Creates another duplicate. And now he's at 10 hit points, and he's going to do 6 damage to me. This is going to do 3, so that's 9. We'll block. That should take care of all the damage. We're good. We're good. We got another infection. We got another infection. All right, shrug it off, because we're going to need it. And Jesus, we're not looking too good here. 3, 6, 9 damage there. And then 16 damage from these 2 dudes. We attacked the wrong one. We attacked this guy, and he's going to buff himself and throw another one of these things on me. Or, so we can bash him. Well, let's cast Weak on that dude. Now we're going to take 14, 17, 20, 23 damage. We have 11. I don't know, man. I think we just block and just wait. I think we just block and wait. That sucks. That's why it's really advantageous to have an AoE. Really advantageous to have an AoE. Okay. We can get rid of this 8 guy now. And we don't have any blocks, so we're going to be taking damage for sure. Do some damage to that guy. So we have a 21 and a 13. We're going to take 6 damage. It's fine. We get 2 more infection cards. And we didn't get an infection card. That's really good. So one of those and one of these will kill that dude. This guy's going to do 10 damage to me, but Evil Eye just gets rid of that. We'll anger and we'll strike. Anger makes another anger. So now he's down to 7. We're pretty much 1 unless we get all infections. We didn't. So we'll anger. That'll, actually just 1 anger. Okay, so here's our card reward. Let's hope it's good. We got a parry shield. If at the end of your turn you have 10 block, deal 6 damage to random enemy. Almost every turn we're going to have 10 block. Setup strike, true grit, and armaments. See, armaments stays 5 block. Armaments should give like 7 block. And upgraded armaments, 7 block. That'd be really good. All right, setup strike is probably what we'll pick because we gain 3 strength from it this turn. And we haven't added any more offensive spells. Nothing's going to be in here because of what we chose in the beginning. We're going to go here and upgrade a card. Shrug it off? No, anger. Upgrade anger, and anger now does 10 damage, and it duplicates itself. So now we have a spell, a card that duplicates itself every time we use it. Doesn't cost anything and does 10 damage. Very good. Okay, so we can go this route to another one of these, which is what we're going to do because we want to upgrade the Shrug It Off, and we can for sure get through this with a damage or two, I think. Okay, anger. Strike. And he is not doing any damage to me. He's going to buff himself. He'll be doing 11 damage after this turn. So strike him. Oops, we should have bashed him. But we didn't. Should have bashed him. 11 damage, shrug it off, 11 block. Very good. Setup strike is a good one here because that gives us strength. Well, he's almost dead anyway, but if he wasn't almost dead, it would give us strength. 3 more strength, which is 3 more damage every attack. That turn only, though. 13 gold and body slam. Our bread and butter. We would like to have 3 body slams by the end of this. Upgraded because they cost 0. And we want a what's the, well, we'll get to it. We'll smith the body slam. Smith the body slam. See, now it costs 0. Nice. This question mark. Hey, another one, another merchant. Kick ass. He's not selling anything great for us right now. Exhausting cards, finesse, master of strategy is fun, but we're not going to use it. Yeah, we'll probably just get rid of defend. And that takes almost everything away. This pot gives us 5 decks for the turn, and we are there, right? Let's see. Yeah, boom, one more fight, and then at the last bonfire, which we will rest at if we lose hit points with the guy we're about to fight. So it's 98, so we can't afford both of these. So we'll take the Dex one. Because what we want to do is we want to match it up, right? In order for Body Slam to do its max damage, you need to block. Body Slam does damage based on your block. So if we can increase block, that would be good. That means Body Slam does more damage. The key is to be able to increase block a lot, like with Impervious, which gives you 40 block. You can only use it once. And Barricade, which lets you keep block from turn to turn. So we're looking out for those 2 cards, man, to make the deck complete. Okay, he's going to summon, but this guy doesn't summon. He only summons a dude who gives me status cards that don't do damage, that just get in the way. So it's not a big deal. We'll bash him and strike him. Now he's got 2 vulnerability, which he'll have 1 next turn. He's going to do 8 damage to me, so we will shrug it off because now Body Slam does 8 damage. See that right there? Oh, yeah. But he's also vulnerable, so it actually does 12 damage. And we have Setup Strike, which we'll use first. That does 13 damage, but it also increases our strength by 3. So Body Slam now does 16 damage. And then we'll strike. So we won't take any damage. We'll get these dazed status cards doesn't really matter. This guy's not as bad as the other one who summons a dude who does 21 damage or has 21 hit points and does 16 every turn. Even if you kill it, comes right back. Okay, so he's almost dead. We'll just bash and strike him because we know that does 17, which is enough. Feel no pain, thunderclap or cascade. I like cascade. Not. Feel no pain's okay, but I don't think we'll keep any of these. It doesn't go along necessarily with what we're trying to do. So we're at 82 out of 85 max hit points, so we're not going to rest because that would not be good. The return that you get for resting is 3 points of health. Why would I do that? In fact, if I were to rest right now, I get 25 hit points. If I'm not down at least 20, I won't rest. However, it is the boss, so depending on who the boss is, I might rest. But normal dudes, normally going up the Spire, no, because it's not a good return. Shrug it off, upgrade it. Now that does 11. That increases the damage that our body slam does. Okay, now we got the deer. I think he's called something else. Ceremonial beast, excuse me. Like from Elden Ring. Remember the first time that you found that? Oh my god. That whole area underneath. Holy shit, that was a monumental thing. I just came across it accidentally when I was wandering around that area trying to get away from those giant bears. Remember that? And I'm like, "Oh, what's this?" Take the elevator down, just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. And then there's this whole city thing underneath there. Oh, so good. All right, anyway. We're going to use this Dex Potion because this Dex Potion lasts the entire combat. And we can always use more block. This we'll use when the time is right. So he's not doing any damage to me, so we'll bash and strike. And now he's still vulnerable, which is good. Now we got Body Slam. So this might be the time. And we have Evil Eye. Okay, so this is the time that we use Dexterity Potion. It's already the time. And he's vulnerable. This is going to be a good one. Evil Eye. 18 block. Shrug it off. Give me another shrug it off. No, but we got Setup Strike. Even better. Not better. But still good. So right now I have 36 block. I'm going to use Setup Strike, which does 13 damage. That's besides the point. The point is it gives me 3 more strength. Now our Body Slam does 58 damage. That's good. Just for that one turn, though. Now all our block goes away because we do not have Barricade. Which would be really cool if we had Barricade. Oh, yes. All right, so our Body Slam got shuffled back into our deck. So if I shrug it off, I might get it. If I shrug this one off, I might get it. And I don't. That's okay, though, because we needed to block 20 damage anyway, and now we have 26. And we have one more movement point or energy left, so we'll strike. And Anger. Anger is 10 damage, and I made another one. Oh, he got stunned. When you reach 150 hit points, you stun him. Sort of like this is like the first boss is your deck has to be really bad not to be able to beat this guy. And it's no fault of your own, because you may not know what the cards do. Okay, so we'll defend. He's not going to do anything. Well, he's going to apply a debuff to me called Ringing, which next turn I'll only be able to cast 1 card. So we'll defend. That gets us our Body Slam damage. Setup Strike. Body Slam. Strike. We got him down to 108. He casts Ringing, which only allows us to cast 1 card. So Anger does 10 damage. Setup Strike does 9 damage, or we can try to block. It doesn't, the damage doesn't matter at this point. We got him on the ropes. So we'll do Anger. That creates another Anger card, another 10 damage. And we can't do anything else, so we'll end the turn. We take 15 damage, doesn't matter. Shrug it off. He's going to do 17 to me. Shrug it off again, hoping to get a body slam, because there it is. And we get it. Hey. Now anger does 10 damage, but this defend does 7 blocks, so the anger is better, meaning if I use the defend card, the body slam will be for more. However, it'll only be for 7 more, whereas the anger card does 10 more. And this does 26 damage. He's down to 62. We have 1 left. Strike him again. He's down to 56. He takes another 6 because we have this wonderful thing up here called the parry shield that says if you end the turn with 10 block, it's going to do 6 damage to a random enemy. Oh, look, we have body slam again. Evil Eye, 13. Body slam for 13 and 2 strikes. The reason why I did that is because strike only does 6 damage. And we want to be able to do more. So if you use 2 strikes, that's 12 damage. If you use the block and that particular block does 13 block, and then you attack with the body slam, that's 13 damage. That's more than 12. Also, it gives you block if the guy was going to do damage to me. Either way. Okay, we can only use 1 card here, so anger. Actually, we're going to take damage, 18 damage. Let's shrug it off. No, you know what? He's almost dead. Fuck it. He's down to 9 hit points. And we'll just anger. Actually, just 1 anger. And he's dead. 100 gold and not yet, and barricade. One of our cards that is really going to help us if we can get it upgraded. What does the Ancient give us? Enchant all strikes in your deck with whatever's Ember, which is awesome. We're so going to do that because we're going to look at our deck. We have all 5 of our strikes. What does that card do? That card makes all of our strikes cost 0. And each strike does 3 more damage. Here's where it really, really helps. Okay, like super really. There's an artifact that will add 9 additional damage on every card that I have that's been enchanted. And this counts as being enchanted. So we're going to do this. This turns all of our strikes. Check it out. Here's our deck. Our strike now does 9 damage, and it costs 0. And we have 5 of them. That's so good. Especially if we get that one thing, which I'm hoping is right here. All right, let's find out which route to take for the most merchants. There's one here. Here's one. That's it. There's only 3 merchants here. And if we went right up the middle, we would only get 1. So we don't. We go this way. This guy's a little strange. If you remember, you can only do 9 damage at one time to them. They're going to do 11 damage to me, and I have no block cards right now. So that sucks. So we're going to set up strike. I wanted to set up strike the other guy, but okay, whatever. We can bash too. We can bash. Let's bash the other guy, which totally fucks everything up. We're going to anger him. We're going to strike. Okay, he's dead. And we're going to strike this guy. He's down to 10. So we'll take 3 damage. Because, remember, the upgrade to strike does 9 damage. And we use setup strike, which gave us 3 strength. 9 plus 3 is 12. Our strikes are doing 12 damage that turn. We take 3 from him. Doesn't matter. We'll get that back. He's going to do 8. He's going to do 10. But now we have block cards, so we're fine. We're going to strike this guy. We can only do 9 damage, and that card does 9 damage, so that's ideal. We're going to Evil Eye. Actually, yeah, we're going to Evil Eye and shrug it off. We get a strike, that's 0. We'll kill him with the strike. Now we can body slam him for 9. I mean, we could use the defend, right? But we can't do any more damage than 9. But we're over 10, and the parry shield comes into effect. Does 6 damage to him. So this is easy. We'll strike and set up strike. He's dead. 12 gold. And nothing that we're going to add. However, Iron Wave is intriguing. It does 7 damage, and I gain 7 block. That's nice. Especially since we haven't been getting too many block cards. Let's organize this by alphabetical. We have 2 defends still and 2 shrugs it off. And that's it. And evil eye. So we have the minimum amount. I would say we need another shrug it off. We could use 2 more shrugs it off, or shrug it off in an evil eye, and then we can get rid of our defense. So we're not going to take Iron Wave. We're just not. I should have took Iron Wave. We really need to upgrade Barricade, because then it only costs 2. All right, so he's going to do 17 damage to me. We're going to Evil Eye. We have 11 block, and then we're going to defend. It's going to give us 16, so we'll take 1. Not that big of a deal. Anger costs 0. Strike costs 0. We have an extra energy, so who cares? In this particular deck, it's very interesting because quite frequently, when you get the strike 0 thing, at the end of our turn, we're always left with energy not spent. I know, weird. Shrug it off. And bash. Body slam for 16. Strike for 13. Another 13. He only has 4. That motherfucker who stole my card. My evil eye card. Got to get it back. Oh, the 6 damage from the parry shield came into play and killed him. Okay, we own that guy. All right, we had our evil eye back. Incidentally, how many times have you guys played and had that guy run away with your card? It's happened to me. All right, we don't want any of these. Skip it. Getting closer to our merchant. 16 damage. These guys just do the same thing over and over again. He's going to throw debris at me or something, and this guy's going to do 16. Next turn, he's going to throw debris. He's going to gear up to throw debris. He's going to do 16. They just trade off back and forth, and they never, ever change, as far as I know. Shrug it off. We can't barricade because I used shrug it off, and I didn't have barricade in my hand. But we have to defend, which because he's going to do 16, and we can't use our energy for anything else anyway because everything costs 0. And we'll hit this guy. Anger, strike. So that's now he's down to 35 hit points. That's nice. He takes an additional 6 from our parry shield. And now he's going to do 16, and he's going to throw shit at us. So we're still going to fight the same dude here. We can't evil eye, God bless it, and defend. That gives us our 16 block. We'll set up strike on him, and then we'll strike, and he's down to 8. He's down to 2. Okay. Do you know if this, okay, if you end your turn with at least 10 block, okay, and I will. So we're not gonna fight this dude anymore. He's got 2 hit points, because at the end of our turn, it'll be a random enemy. It'll be a random enemy. It might not be him, so we have to waste this on him. It's not really a waste since it costs 0, but I'd rather cast it on that guy who still has 61. Shrug it off. That makes our body slam better. And we got another 0 cost card. And see, now we have 2 energy that we can't do anything with. A thing with it. We need that. There's a like the ancients give something that says if you have at least 1 unspent energy. Next turn, you gain an additional 2. Also, there's an artifact that allows you to call, I think it's called Ice Cream Cone, that allows you to transfer energy between turns. So if you have any left over, it just goes to the next turn. Okay, so we're going to shrug it off because we have to deal with 16 damage. And we're going to use a defend. That gets us to 16. We'll just strike. These daze cards are going to go away, so they're ethereal. He takes an additional 6. And he's dead. A strike. 14 gold. Bloodletting. Whirlwind's fun. Whirlwind is fun. Because it deals 8 damage to all enemies X times. So if you have 1 energy, Whirlwind will do 8 damage to all enemies. If you have 2 energy, it'll do 16. So we're going to take Whirlwind. Because we're going to come across something here that will have multiple dudes. Our first chance to use Barricade, the unupgraded kind, because we don't need to worry about blocking anything. He's not going to do any damage to me. We can Whirlwind for 24, but I'd rather have Barricade so we can start building up our defense. Well, we can hope to. He does a lot of fucking damage, this guy. Okay, so that used all of our energy, so we'll strike. He's going to do 17. We'll shrug it off. We're going to defend, and we're going to defend again. Now we have 18. We'll anger him, and we'll strike him, and we'll strike him. Now, the problem here is that every time we use a card against this guy, he does -1 dex and -1 strength to me. So we use 6 cards, so we're -6 in each. That goes away right now, but if you noticed, the damage we were doing is less and less and less. I'll show you that next turn. I won't go so fast. 6 damage to him. We have 1 banked. Banked 1. He's going to do 21 damage to me. So we'll shrug it off. Now we have 12. Incidentally, so I use 1 card. See, -1, -1. Strike now does 8 damage. Setup strike does 8. So I can't use any more block. Incidentally, Body Slam is not in the category where his debuff affects it. He will do 11 damage. Yeah, that's cool. So we'll set up strike because we want to do the most that we can. And we'll strike, and we'll body slam him for 11. Now he's down to 43. We're going to take some damage here. No way to avoid it. Actually, there might have been a way to avoid it, but Whirlwind does 24 and he's got 37, so that won't work. So he's gonna do 17 damage. Let's prepare for that first. Evil Eye, and that's good. And now we'll anger strike. And we'll Whirlwind for 4. Parry shield. For the win, are we going to be able to kill him this time? Yeah. So we didn't take any damage, did we? We took a little. And then we got 6, so it's almost a wash. Unrelenting breakthrough and anger. This is a problem. Don't take that second anger, man. Deal 14 damage to the next attack you play. Or maybe you want anger because you have some kind of card that says the number of attacks you do, it does something. Yeah. Pair that up. Deal 14 damage the next turn you pay. Next attack you play costs 0. Nah, skip. Incidentally, we didn't really get anything from casting Barricade in that last fight. 1. Here it is. We didn't get the relic that does it. Bummer. Where's the next one? Well, it could be these question marks. but it's right here. We're going to avoid these dudes because I don't want to get into a fight with the big fat worm guy without an AoE. Okay. Taunt will certainly take taunt. 7 block and applies 1 vulnerability. Next, if we upgrade it, oh yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to get rid of a defend because we just got a block. That's better than that defend. And now we don't have any more money. So we better get some fucking money if we want to get that thing or have a chance at getting that relic. Obtain that doll. We don't want this doll. Our first save scum, guys. I feel bad for it. Not really. That's a bad doll. That doll says that every time you pick up a card, it doubles the card. So you have 2 of them. I don't want to do that. We're going to lose 5 hit points and choose 1 of 2. Bing bong. That's the one that says if you add a card to your deck, you add 2 of them. Daughter of the Wind. Whenever you play an attack, gain 1 block. How good is that with anger? Yeah. An anger deck. Maybe I'll do that. Have like 4 anger in my hand. In my deck. That'll create so many anger cards. It'll be like I'll only have anger. No defense. They'll never come up. Okay. This is where you kind of want like your AoE spell. So this will do 24. So it'll only kill this guy, and this guy will do 15 damage to me. So we can't really do that. Actually, we have to. We have to. We have no block. Whirlwind, and these cost 0. All these cards cost 0. Body Slam won't do any because we don't have any block. So we'll win. That's pretty fucking good. Okay, and now we have enough to kill this dude, so we won't take any damage from him. Oh, so good. We make another anger. We'll Body Slam him for 0. Oh, we Body Slammed him for 4 because we got blocks because of her. Because of her. Every attack you play, you gain 1 block. I always forget about the doll. God bless the doll. I don't have any dolls. Okay. That's from The Crow. If you guys haven't seen that movie, it's old, I know, but it's Brendan Lee. Pretty much, it is the last movie, pretty much. It's the last movie he made. He got killed in that movie. For real. Okay. That's a downer. Okay, we have no body slam, but we have a bash. Let's bash him. He's going to do 8 damage to me. We have 12 block. And he gone. Rupture. Rupture's a fun card. But we're not gonna. Our deck's getting kind of fat. Get some money here. We have 80 gold now. This gives us 4 plating. Plating is block that's banked. That has a -1 counter. Basically, when combat starts and I end my turn, I'll gain 4 block from this plating, 4 plating. Next turn, I'll gain 3 block, and next turn 2, next turn 1, and then it's gone. So it would be great to have one that gave 20 block. I don't think there is one. Enchant attack with corrupted. If we had like a bludgeon that did a lot of damage, that's what we would put it on. But we don't. We don't have an attack. And every time you attack with this card, you take 2 damage. So you don't want to put it on Body Slam. I mean, no, you don't want to put it on Anger or Body Slam or Bash or anything. You don't want to put it, you want to put it on like a big bopper, like Bludgeon. But I don't have Bludgeon. So we're going to choose a card to transform. The card we choose is going to be Defend, and we're going to transform it and get rid of it. Because we ain't getting anything good here. Cruelty's not bad. Vulnerable enemies take an additional 25%. Cruelty's not that bad. We might not get rid of it. Okay, so these dudes have a decent amount of hit points, but notably, their debuff cards, status cards, will do 6 damage to me, and they stay in the deck. And I can click on them to get rid of them, but they stay in my deck. They go to my discard pile. And this dude's going to throw 2, and then this good dude's going to throw 2. See the little up arrow? He's going to get the 2 and throw them at me. So that's not good. So we're going to take 4 damage from this guy. And I'm debating about casting Whirlwind here. I think we will. We're going to drink our Flex Potion. We're going to take 4 damage from that Muffler, Emfer. And does 13 damage for 3 times. Not bad. And then we'll strike. Now he's down to 14. We'll take 4. No, we won't. No, we won't. No, we won't. Because we had 4 plating. That blocked it. See these toxics? 5 damage. And you can't put up block and have it go there. You can't. Fortunately for me, all of my cards are attack cards, and they cost 0. So will Toxic get rid of these? Incidentally, oh, they do go here. Okay, I'm sorry. I said that they went back to my discard pile. They don't. We'll anger that guy, and we'll strike him. Now he's dead, and then we'll strike. 0 cross cards rule. And we win. So it turns out that whirlwinding there was a really good idea. I fell into that one. Sword Boomerang? No. Ashen Strike? No. Havoc? No. Bonfire? Yes. We will smith something. What do we get? This view upgrade box tells what the thing does next. Vulnerable enemies take 50% more damage. Or we barricade, get that down to 2. Taunt Plus gains 8 block and 2 vulnerability. Or one of our many strikes that don't cost anything, we can get 3 more damage out of them. What I really hope we get to is a place where there's like bonfire, chest, bonfire. So that we can upgrade all those strikes, or as many as we can. But we won't get any. This question mark will probably be a dude. I always get a dude right before here. I will be really happy if there isn't. And here, obviously, is going to be... We don't have enough money for the relic. I really hope the relic isn't there that we want for these strikes. Okay. So we have to pick one of these. I think we'll pick Taunt. We'll pick Taunt. I like the additional block, and I sure as hell like the vulnerability. He doesn't have the relic that does it. It's like a little... I'll show it to you if we see it. Anyway, we have Tremble. And another Evil Eye. Can we buy both? No. And an Ultimate Defend. Who's the boss? Boss is the Knowledge Demon. Sounds brutal. It's not. Spoiler alert. Okay, so Tremble. I love Tremble. And our shit will hit so much harder if we have Vulnerable on the enemy. So Evil Eye and Ultimate Defender out. Tremble is in. Okay, that's all we can buy. We don't have enough gold to buy anything else. Don't be a dude. It's not. Gain 35 gold. Dig deeper and lose 5 hit points. What do we get from this? I don't remember. Okay, so we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna wait. What do we have that isn't upgraded? The strikes. Barricade. And Tremble. And Cruelty. What should we do, guys? Should we upgrade one of these cards, or should we do this thing, because this is going to take our hit points down quite a bit, and then we're going to have to rest at the next one? I don't remember what we get here. Just a second. You know what? I think my wife played this. I'm going to go ask her. All right. She said every 4 turns you get a couple of cards. Is that worth it? Drawing extra cards here? It's a relic, so we get to keep it. This guy doesn't. So it would help if our boss at the end of the 3rd act is going to be the queen, because she binds the cards. But if it's Aeon Glass, that, I mean, I think overall this is going to help us, but yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Gain 30. Whoa, shit, I hit the wrong one. Fuck, can I redo it? Shit. I just got through talking about. Oh, yeah, okay, good. I did do it. Okay. Lose 5 hit points. Lose 6 hit points. Lose 7 hit points. We got every 4 turns, draw 2 additional cards. All right, fine. We got that. Now we're going to, we have 67 of 85 hit points. Incidentally, if there's another relic that says if you go to a rest site, you get 3 hit points healed for every 5 cards you have. And that might have been enough so that we would have been able to smith as well. Now we can look at smithing, tremble, cruelty, barricade, or any of the strikes. In fact, bash, I'm probably gonna get rid of. If we can find another tremble, I think we'll get rid of bash. The problem is bash costs 2. That's a lot. However, in our deck right now, that might be not that bad. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna rest because we're too far away from. We're right on the edge, dude. Right on the edge, and I don't want this guy to be able to beat me. If we end up beating him with like 70 hit points, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, he's not gonna do any damage to me. And I don't have body slam in my hand. However, everything in my hand costs 0 except for the tremble and the shrug it off. I have 3 energy. It won't transfer, so we're going to shrug it off. Now we have cruelty. We'll use cruelty, and we'll use tremble. And now this dude takes 25% more damage from every attack because he is vulnerable. See, cruelty, vulnerable enemies take an additional 25%. If I would have upgraded that, it would have been 50. That's insane. So now each one of these does 15 damage. And there's 3 on him. 3 vulnerability. All right, now the debuffs. Choose a card. Disintegration at the end of your turn takes 6 damage. Not good. Draw 1 fewer card. Mind rot. You know why? Because after our 4th turn, we're going to get an extra 2 cards. Okay, it's going to do 17 damage to me. I can't block. Okay, I can't block. What does that mean? That means we're going to whirlwind. Incidentally, we have these dex potions that last through the whole combat, so we'll use both of them. That'll increase our block for when we have body slam and some block cards together. We'll whirlwind. And we'll strike. And we'll take 17. Actually, a little less because we had this plating. All right, so now he's going to do 24 to me. We're going to taunt and evil eye. Taunt keeps the vulnerability on him, adds 2 more vulnerability. Now he's at 3. Each turn he loses 1, which sucks, but that's the way it is. And I get 8 block. So now I have 27 block. I will have 29 block at the end of our turn because this plating will tick over and it's at 2 right now. We're going to anger him. 17 damage. And we'll end our turn. He heals for a little. I don't know. I think it might be 30. All right. So now we have some stuff. We got an extra couple of cards. We also have Barricade. Barricade's too expensive right now. Okay. So we have Whirlwind and we have Strike and we have Shrug It Off. We're going to Shrug It Off because we still have 11 damage to worry about. We're going to Shrug It Off again because we still have enough for Setup Strike if we're down to 1 energy. But we're hoping to get Body Slam, and we got Body Slam. Kick ass. So now we'll Setup Strike. So that's 15 damage. We gain 3 strength right here. And now our Body Slam does 59 damage. Suck it. Okay, now Strike, 12, 12. He's down to 2. Right here. This does 11 damage to all enemies X times. It still does 11 damage, right? No, it doesn't do fuck all. It's not 11 plus 1 or X plus 1. I think that is. I think X plus 1. Yeah. He healed for 30. Doesn't matter. We're going to bash him because all these things cost 0. That adds 2 more vulnerability. Strike, anger, strike. He's going to do another debuff. Disintegration, 7 damage. Or you cannot play any more than 3 cards per turn. That is bad. Sloth is bad because these cards are churning, man. So will disintegrate. Incidentally, the disintegration damage can be blocked. He's going to do 19 damage to me. We're going to Evil Eye. And we're going to taunt. That adds 2 more vulnerable. Gives us 27 block total, which is really good because we're going to take 7 here, which makes it 20, which is still more than 19. So we won't take any damage. Anger and strike. He's down to 50 hit points. And we actually gained more block because of this little beauty right here. Daughter of the Wind. God bless her. 30 damage. Shrug it off. Evil Eye. Strike. Strike. Anger. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Look at that. Look at that. 80 hit points. We got hit for 5. I could have fucking upgraded a card. We didn't need to do that. Damn it. So our deck is pretty good right now. It seems to be turning over well. We're getting cards we can use right away. With other cards, we're getting combo cards. We're getting cards that work with other cards. Did I say that? Yeah. We're getting through the deck fast, meaning the cards are predictable. Okay, 100 gold, power potion, and not yet demon form and stoke. Demon form rules. But I have cruelty, so we either take demon form and dump cruelty, or we just add demon form, but it costs 3, and I don't know what we're going to get from this dude. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. It's tanks. It could be good. It's not. This is probably his worst spread. Every 4 cards you play, draw 1 card. Who's our boss? It's test subject. We won't even have 4 turns. We're going to die. It's going to be horrible. This deck has to be tuned now. At the start of your turn, add a random attack to your hand. It's free to play this turn. Add 1 whistle to your deck. The whistle costs 3. It stuns the enemy. And it has exhaust, which means it's 1 and done. Not going to do it. At the start of your turn, add random attack, 1 random attack. It's free for that turn. And then it goes into our deck, which probably is going to wreck my deck, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so let's go and find out where our merchants are. Here's one. Here's one. And there's one. Damn, all the merchants are in separate lines, so separate paths. So that means that we want to pick the next time we want to pick the one with the most question marks to potentially get another merchant. Okay, so if we took this route, we have a merchant here, these two question marks, this question mark, and no elites. If we choose this one, we have two question marks, and then we can go this way, and that's the third question mark. But we would miss out on a bonfire. If we went this route, we would have two and a bonfire here, and we would have to fight this elite. Okay. So we're going to do this one here when we get boom, boom, these two. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to hope for the best. Okay, we got uppercut. Applies 13, deals 13 damage, 1 weak, 1 vulnerable. Oh, and it's free. God bless it. All right, Tremble. Cruelty. Do we have... We don't have... We don't have body slam, so we're going to shrug it off, hope we get it. We did not. Evil Eye, it's fine. I mean, he's not attacking me, so we'll strike, anger, and strike. Okay, he's angry with me. It's going to do 12 damage to me. We have body slam now. Shrug it off. That's 14 block. That's good. If we can do more block, we would, but we can't. So we won't. Thunderclap deals 4 damage and applies 1 vulnerability. We love that. Okay, so Setup Strike gives us more strength for this turn. Now our body slam will hit for 16. No, 28. Nice. Whirlwind, we can do that too. And we don't take any damage. Nice. Taunt adds more vulnerability. And this is the end. We're not even going to headbutt. Strike, strike. Okay. Setup Strike, True Grit. No, none of those. If we go this way, we want to get to this bonfire. I don't want to waste a bonfire. Oh, these guys suck. If these guys hit you, you lose to max hit points. I know. It sucks. So that's why it would be really good if we had an AoE card. And we do, but it's not in our hand. What does Mangle do? 15 damage, enemy loses 10 strength. Oh, we're doing it on this guy. The reason why is because he's going to do 5 damage 2 times. That means if he hits twice, he'll take 4 max hit points away from me. So we'll do that. Now he hits 0. He hits for 0 twice. He still hits us. So I don't know if that means that we actually do take the damage or lose the hit points. I don't know that. It seems to me like it would, though. Anyway, we want to get... We're still... let's assume... No, because he does 0 damage, so he can't possibly take away any max hit points. So we have to deal with 14 damage. So the Shrug It Off will do that. We'll get 12 now for block, plus 4 is 16. So we're good. And we're going to taunt, because why not? Who should we taunt? Does Setup Strike kill this guy? No, we don't have anything on him. So we'll taunt him. And we'll strike him. Now he's down to 2, and we'll Setup Strike him. We should have Setup Struck first. We could have killed both those guys, I think, if I would have did it the other way around. Anyway, he's going to do 14 damage to me. He won't get through because this little dollop here is saving us too. Every attack we do. Oh, stomp. 12 damage to all enemies. So good. So good. Anything else? Nope. We'll just kill him. We'll tremble that guy. Tremble that guy. Strike him. And strike him. Nothing there. Nothing there. These guys are kind of a pain in the ass. One guy is going to do like strength debuffs, and the other one does dex debuffs. This guy does dex debuffs. He does strength debuffs. I don't like either of those two. We got bludgeoned for free. Oh yeah, we did. I'm going to tremble this guy. I'm going to set up strike in, and then I'm going to bludgeon him. And then I'm going to shrug it off, and then I'm going to body slam him, and then I'm going to strike him, and he doesn't even get to go. That's good. This is the dex guy. We're -2 dex now, which sucks, but you know, what are we going to do? We can't even block. We have no block. This is going to do 15 damage to me. This is a power potion. We're not going to gain any block out of that. We're actually going to get 3 block from this. So, oh, that doubles vulnerability. He's not vulnerable. Strike, anger, demon form. That gives us strength. 2 strength every turn. Boom, boom, boom. You can see why it's good for a boss. If you can get that out there really early. Oh, yeah. What do we have here? 77 out of 85. We took a little bit of damage. He's at 70. We're not going to take any hits here. What does Whirlwind do? 10 damage. It'll do 20 damage. That's not that great, but these, we can't cast anything else, so Whirlwind it is. Anger, strike. He's pretty much fucking dead, man. He's got 16 now with his block he just threw up, and yeah, okay, he's dead. Howl from Beyond. 21 damage to all enemies at the end of your turn. That's good, but it costs 3. It costs 3. Why does it have to cost 3? Okay, what is our AoE card? We have an AoE card. Cruelty, Demon Form, Shrugged Off, Evil Eye, Whirlwind. That's our AoE card. That's arguably not as good because we don't have any more energy. So really what we want to do is we want to get up energy pot. We're not going to take Howl from Beyond, but I really want to. I really want to. Okay, so this is the fake guy. See, he's like, so this could be a hidden boss, but for some reason I've never ever had a chance to fight him. You need those bad potions. I think in the last episode we got them. And if you throw the bad potions at a normal merchant, you get 100 gold for every one. So anyway, this guy has bad shit. See, if we buy that, we get 1 additional damage for our strike cards. We raise max hit points by 3. That's all dumb. It's all dumb. There's 6 hit points, gain 67 gold. We will not put a curse into our deck. Oh no. 77 of 85. Where are we going right now? We have a chest here. And it looks like fight, and bonfire and merchant. So we will smith. Should we smith tremble? I think we'll smith strike, to be honest. These 0 cost cards, I think I'd like to smith all those things to max. We're not going to get the chance though, because we're coming up on the last boss. So there's that. Ashen Strike. Deals 6 damage, deals 3 additional damage for each card in your exhaust pile. We don't have any. Soul Tremble. Now we have something in our exhaust pile. Evil Eye ticks over 2 times now because I gain 22 block if there's a card in the exhaust pile this turn. Are we going to do that? Probably not. He's going to do 13 damage to me. And I'd like to shrug it off. Didn't really get what I wanted there. Didn't get what I wanted there. We're gonna get 15 block, 11 plus 4, so we don't have to worry anymore about throwing up any more block. Ashen Strike hits his block. He's got a 15 spot, fucker. It's gonna take a lot to get this guy down. So we'll set up Strike, which I should have did first, and Strike. So now he's at 162. Let's see what the power is. Barricade. Oh, demon form. Well, we're not going to barricade. We're going to demon form. Because these cards cost us 0. But this gives us strength, 2 strength every turn. Oh, that might be what we need to beat this guy without taking much damage. All right, so he made me frail, which means I gain 25% less block. But now we have 2 strength. Nice. We can't get any block right now. Fuck. Cruelty. That sucks. We can do 2 damage because we have 2 strength. Strike, anger, strike, strike. That sucks. We're going to take... Well, we got 5 block because of this wonderful little doll. So we attacked 5 times. So we'll get 8 blocks, so we'll take a shit ton of damage here. Not a lot, but still. Now we have 4 block, or 4 strength. And he's going to buff himself. Ashen Strike does 13 damage and 3 additional. I don't have anything to go into the exhaust pile. So he's just going to do 13 damage. Okay. So we did get body slams, so let's figure out how we can do this. Let's taunt, because taunt adds the vulnerability. And we're going to shrug it off. 8. Whirlwind does what? 12. I don't think we shrug it off. Because Whirlwind is doing 12 damage twice. It does 24 damage. Plus whatever, actually 21 damage, 42 damage. And this will do 19 damage by itself. So I think that's how we're going to work it. We're going to strike, we're going to whirlwind, and he's dead. 19. And another whirlwind, 1-2 punch. This turn, your next attack is played an extra time. That's insanely good, but not good. It's good for this deck, but I have too many cards right now. I actually have to get rid of the cards. Okay, we got Trash. Deals 4 damage twice. Exhaust a random attack in your hand and added damage to this card. I don't want to exhaust anything. I'm not doing that. Because what if, like, something good goes away? Actually, probably one of the strikes will go away. We can force it so one of the strikes go away. Let's do that. Shrug it off. Oh, no, now Whirlwind can go away, man. Never mind. Set up Strike. Taunt. Yeah, should we Evil Eye? No, we don't have to Evil Eye. Let's Taunt. Okay, so now we'll strike, strike, strike. Whirlwind doesn't do anything because I have no more energy. I'm not casting this because Whirlwind will go away. Actually, let's do it. Because now Whirlwind is exhausted. But we're not fighting a guy that has multiple enemies. We're not, or summoning them or anything like that. So he's got this debuff called Galvanic. Galvanic, yeah. Galvanized. Okay, it takes 6 damage when the card is played. So when I play a power. So if I were to play demon form, I'd take 6 damage. Incidentally, if you have block, it blocks that. But the block and plating doesn't realize until after your turn is over. Right when you're done. Okay, so we're not doing that. We'll shrug it off though, because we still need to get to 18. We're not going to make it. Can we cast anything? No, we'll tremble. Anger. Body slam. Now we're going to we'll actually do this. Okay. And we took 4. That's not bad. All those attacks, that doll, man, that doll. Bludgeon, boom. Don't even have to think about it. We got 72 of 85. We're actually pretty close. None of these are that great, although Perfected Strike kind of is. Because it'll deal an additional 15 damage, but it costs 2. I want things that cost 1. In fact, we don't, like I said before, we don't really want to add anything to our deck anymore. All right, so we have potentially one more dude to fight, and then this. So I am not going to. We're going to smith here. Really, I shouldn't smith here. Really, what I should do is I should rest, because we potentially could get a card at the merchant, and we would have to upgrade it. So let's rest. Let's do that. And hope that there isn't anyone at that question mark. It didn't work out. Battle Trance is good. Draw 3 cards. Ultimate Strike. Ultimate Strike. Oh my God. We got it. God bless America. Here it is. Mystic Lighter. Enchanted attacks deal 9 additional damage. Holy shit. We might have a chance, guys. That means every single strike I have will deal 9 additional damage. Yes. We have a shot at beating this boss. And we still have enough money to buy Ultimate Strike. We don't have enough money to buy Ultimate Strike and get rid of a card, though. Bummer. Should we buy Ultimate Strike and then upgrade it? It'll be doing 20 damage then. And we are always left with energy at the end of our turn. Or do we buy we can buy both. No, I don't think so. 85 and 75 is more than 167, right? 85, that's 15, 15, that's 160. Oh, we have enough. Yes. Okay. All right. Don't be a mob. Oh my God. Are you shitting me? You're going to throw the slippery bridge right before the boss fight. This is bullshit right here. Basically, I must get rid of a card here. I must. It's Shrug It Off plus, and there's no way I'm doing that. So I lose 3 hit points, and the card is randomized up here. Now it's Tremble, and I'll lose 4. Now it's Evil Eye. Now it's Anger. Now it's Cruelty. Now it's Demon Form. Now it's Barricade. Okay. That completely sucks. That completely sucks. No good cards. By the way, I think my deck's pretty stacked. These strikes can't go away. They're eternal. So that means that it wouldn't come up as an option to dump. And if we look down here, I don't have a defend. So really the best 2 cards for me to dump is either Barricade or Cruelty. And I'm not sure I'm ever going to use barricade, so that's what's going away. The big problem is that I had to go down to 52 hit points in order to get there. And I get 25 from this. That'll get me really close. 77. We might die because of that. We might die because of that. That's complete bullshit. Complete bullshit. I'm gonna throw this on that guy. This guy I get 1 and 1 in my next 3 turns. Unrelenting, 14. Next attack you play costs 0. I don't have an attack that costs anything, so fuck. We're gonna take 20 damage. This guy just fucking ratcheted this up too. I got 1 block. Evil Eye, 12. Now I have 16 block. He's gonna do 22 damage. Every time I cast a skill, he's gaining strength. Well, we're gonna body slam, strike, strike, strike. Incidentally, strikes do 18 damage now. End turn. We take 2. God bless this doll. Okay, so here's the deal. As soon as I hit him, he's going to die. And my turn is over. Then he's going to come back to life, and I have to fight him again with 2 heads and 200 hit points. The problem is that he needs 4 damage to die. So if there's anything that I can do right now to set myself up for the next turn, I want to do it. What would that be? Any kind of debuff on the monster will go away at the end of this turn when he transforms. So do I get anything from Shrug It Off? Well, I get to see more cards, but is there anything in my deck that I could actually do? So let's see. Strike, Ultimate Strike, Taunt, Tremble, Whirlwind, Setup Strike. None of these are going to help me out. How about this? Demon Form. That will help me out. But I can't get Demon Form. Oh, I can. I can. If Shrug It Off comes through, we can cast Demon Form. Here we go. No, it didn't. Meaning, we're going to get Shrug It Off next time. Meaning, I could have cast that by using this, but I only gain 1 energy using this each turn. So, no, I don't have... even if I shrugged it off again, I wouldn't get Demon Form. However, I can use Anger on him to kill him so that I will get another Anger in my deck. Which is good. And there's nothing else for me to do here. End turn. He's going to reappear as 200 hit point duty. Man, Demon Form and Cruelty. I mean, it's bonkers. It's bonkers. I was that close to being able to use Cruelty or Demon Form, and I couldn't use either. All right, he's going to do 30 damage to me, then 40, then 50, then 60, then 70. I'll be dead by then, but you know what I mean. Okay, so Demon Form would be wonderful to be able to cast. The problem is that I won't be able to get enough block if I do that. However, I can cast Cruelty. Should we just try it? We certainly can't do Demon Form and Cruelty, and I expect to win this fight when I'm going to take 30 damage. Or do we do the smart thing and not cast Demon Form? That's what we do. We do the smart thing. We shrug it off. We taunt. And now we can actually Cruelty. Now we have 21 block, and he's going to do 30. But that's okay. Now our Whirlwind hits for 14, and now we can strike and get another Anger. That Anger is the free Anger from the turn. I'm like, why isn't it upgraded? We're going to have a lot of Anger. Demon Form goes away. We take 6 damage. Not a big deal. Now he's doing 40. We really have to kill him. Evil Eye. That blocks 12. And I think we whirlwind here. Oh, this is a fucking non-upgraded whirlwind. Damn it. I keep forgetting those cards are in there. Well, I mean, we're not going to bash. I mean, we can bash. Let's bash. That moves the vulnerability up. Now a whirlwind. Strike, anger, strike. What's down to 22? He's going to hit me for 20. This is going to be close, man. We're not going to tremble because, like I said before, as soon as he dies, that's it. We're going to... What should we do? We really need... What would be fantastic is if we were able to... We can't. If we were able to get... demon form back, but we can't. So Shrug It Off won't really do anything. It'll give us another card, but it'll be one of these cards. Whirlwind, Unrelenting, Settle Strike, Body Slam, Anger. And we don't need any of those right now. We want to go to the next one. So this is it. Okay, he's dead. He comes back as a 300 hit point monster, and I have 46 hit points left. And he's going to do 30 damage. Fight me. Gain 3 strength. The enemy gains 1 strength. Not sure which is worse. All right. We're going to have to do a... We're going to have to do a body slam here, I think. Oh, never mind. So he is... intangible. I had forgotten he does this. Every other turn, he only takes 1 damage. I know. He's doing 33 damage to me, so we have to get as much fucking block as we can, and that is all the block that we can get. That sucks. This is not working out. This thing right here is kind of fucking me. This crossbow. It's kind of fucking with me. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do Anger Plus. We're gonna do Anger Plus. We're gonna do Body Slam. This does 1 damage to him. And now we're down to 29 hit points. It's gonna do 46 damage to me. Shrug It Off. Evil Eye. We have 22. Jesus, we're gonna die. It's unfortunate. Anger, strike, anger. And we take 20. We're down to 9. We can't do enough damage to win. We can't even get enough damage. Oh, we don't even get hit this time. But he doesn't take any. We have 2 whirlwinds. Big deal. He only takes 1 damage because he's got this fucking thing on. 33 damage. Applies a weak. You're down to 27. And I have no block cards again. All right, guys. Well, we didn't make it through this guy. I thought our hand was pretty good. You know, it's kind of like a little bit of RNG. But I thought our deck might have been strong enough for this guy. But the way that the combats before him were flowing, it was good. It seemed like our deck was strong. We were hitting good. We were ready to go, right? But it didn't work out. When we fought the boss, we kind of got screwed in RNG a little bit. The cards that came up weren't that great. We took the chance to not cast Demon Form. It wouldn't have mattered. We weren't getting the blocks. You know why we weren't getting the blocks? Because I took this. It messed up the whole, how cohesive the deck was. How I was before, I was like boom, boom, going from one thing to another. Things were pairing up. Everything looked good. Then I got that and started adding cards to my deck. I mean, not permanently, but during the combat, and that screwed everything up. So I'm going to think twice about taking that one again. I hope you guys enjoyed this run. Please subscribe. See you soon.